Greetings, any awesome, warm, positive vibrations. This is Body Culinary, and I wanted to stop in today and share some of my treats. I just got some treats from the market. So mangoes are still in season. Hasn't been like a super abundant mango season, but we're appreciative of whatever we get. And it's also avocado season or avocate. So there are a lot of red avocados and butter pear, the really rich ones, which are my favorite because they remind me of roti. So I'm just at hand. I'm thinking it's eating time. I don't want to eat late. And I was just thinking, how many of you folks find that in your healthy eating journey that you're wasting food, right? You take the time to go and shop and wait online to food co-op or online at Whole Foods. You shop, you lugged it home, or maybe you paid for a taxi, and maybe perhaps you got it delivered. And then you just get so caught up in everything. And then you're letting a lot of food go to waste. Let me know down in the comments. Are you spending money, especially when it comes to food that's organic? It's like, it's more than ever. It's like super duper pricey. Do you find that you have produce wasting down in the bottom of the refrigerator? And if so, what do you do with that food? Also, I wanted to know today, do you feel like you don't know what to eat, right? Do you feel like, oh, I'm eating healthy, and now that I perhaps, if you are one of those people that let go of all the junk, you just got it out of the house, right? Because if it's not in the house, you can't eat it. Then you got to go out and do the walk of shame to go to the bodega late at night to go get the Pringles or the Little Debbie's cakes or whatever. So do you feel like there's nothing to eat, or you don't know what to eat, or you feel discombobulated? Let me know, because I know what that's like. I was a junk food. I'm a former junk food junkie, and I have a family history of morbid obesity, diabetes, the comorbidities that hang around in packs: heart disease, high blood pressure, morbid obesity. And I already have half of a thyroid. So my body temperature can run cold, and it's very easy for me to gain weight. And I'm not interested in dieting. So I'm really grateful for a natural lifestyle with a foundation of whole, fresh living foods, 3 lifestyle practices that I recommend on this channel that I share. You're welcome to check them out. Uh, Peaceful consumption food that loves you back, that your cells can recognize. That's my little litmus test. You're welcome to try it on for size. Can my cells recognize it? Is it depositing a whole lot of waste on my waistline? Is it making me feel sluggish? Is it robbing me of my vitality? If it's not checking off all the marks, then it's tasty as it is, just like when you see somebody that just looks fine as wine. But if you know the character is stinky and irresponsible, and it's like, I gotta let you go. Hey, greetings, Montrez. I waste a lot of food now. I buy just enough for the week. All right. So I know culturally, a lot of us have been raised to stock up on things like cans, bottles, jars, frozen. So it's really something when you're looking to reorganize and eat as fresh as possible. You're fortunate if you have a little garden, or if you have some farmers markets that are near you. So that's what we're going to chit chat about today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Body Culinary, professional chef, personal trainer, mother, natural born woman. I actually enjoy being a woman. Shout out to you, whatever your expression is. Everyone is welcome here as long as we are respectful of each other. And on this channel, again, I share those lifestyle practices. These leverage lifestyle practices will give you so much back more for the investment of your time, your focus, your energy, and your attention. I don't know if many of us realize that that's a valuable currency. It's a high currency, the amount of time that you're spending on the internet, because these things are not free. It's monetized. Everything we click, how much time we spend on, all this data is collected and sold to companies so they can continue to market products to us. So our time and attention is not free. And when you take into consideration also, I don't know about you, but I love to study human behavior, the nature and the root of self-sabotage, and also the nature of a natural strive for excellence and results. So I humbly submit that I'm affected by all the different things being blared at me from these little boxes and screens, the music, the things no one asked my permission before they show me violence, the tragic music, the complaining, all kinds of stuff going off, the noise. I'm affected. It affects the nervous system. So I make the effort to create an environment that kind of mitigates or neutralizes a lot of that stinking thinking and, the anxiety. It's a lot of anxiety around it. It almost seems like that's become normal now, even with what we're watching on television. So your lifestyle, right? The garden therapy, peaceful consumption, food that loves you back, and especially your personal movement practice. I know people like to say exercise, and I've worked as a trainer and I've competed in fitness, but it's so much bigger than that. This is like the number one place where you can get a shot of drugs free from the inside. Well, it does cost you. You got to get moving vigorously, right? That's why we call it joyous or vigorous, joyous movement. However, you can burn gas from your own car and you can get a shot of drugs from the inside. So I invite you to consider making your movement practice, right? To develop a healthy sense of curiosity about your movement practice, about why is my body tight? Is my body opening more? What do I need my body to be able to do for me? How do I want it to perform? Am I able to move pain-free? Will I be able to move pain-free in the next 10, 20, 30 years? I invite you to a healthy sense of curiosity and to perhaps consider making your movement practice part of your emotional center. Instead of us just eating, and I get how easy it is for us to do that. We're not here to shame ourselves or each other. But with so much anxiety and stress, a lot of the times, and this is a big part of my practice, right, is coaching around food and mindless consumption without bashing ourselves, right? It's easy to be eating mindlessly, not really from hunger, just for soothing and recreational fun taste, the party in your mouth, as I like to call it, and using it like a cigarette, and it's socially acceptable. However, I don't know if y'all aware, I posted something recently. I've been talking with folks in FLOWAH Fit, in the FLOWAH Fit community, about diabetes type 3. Let me know in the comments if you're familiar with diabetes type 3. And so if you're not, diabetes type 3 now, Alzheimer's is being considered diabetes type 3, and it is a progression of diabetes type 2. Type 1, you're born with. Type 2 is dis-ease, a result of lifestyle choices, right? Burning out our pancreas, and we're not able to produce or stimulate enough insulin to handle all the sugar from all of these foods that we're eating. Processed foods with no fiber, no nutrition. The nutrients have been compromised in it. So between that and all the hormonal stuff going on, all the stress, we are seeing record numbers of Alzheimer's, and now they're calling it type 3. So how interesting is that? So Montrez says, 18 months ago, I was 475 pounds. Wow. I went vegan, now I'm 305 pounds. Cured my diabetes and high blood pressure. I have another 125 pounds to lose, and I'm doing high raw vegan, working on going completely raw. Wow, Montrez. Wow. Well, you make me think of, check out, if you're interested in coming together, I like to come together around activities, right? Coming together around those 3 practices: a movement practice, starting your garden, right? And then also peaceful consumption. Feel free to check out FLOWAH Fit Coaching and Community. So on the weekends, on Sundays at 2 p.m., we do group coaching, right? That's around whole living foods. You get to decide what that ratio is, right? So we're in it for the long haul. So helping you shorten your learning curve, all your questions about recipes and your food, and also positive accountability around your movement practice. If you want to share what you're doing in your garden and your movement practice and also your food, there's FLOWAH Fit Community, and then there's also private group coaching. So you can feel free to reach out to me, info@body-culinary.com. Also in the About section, you should find somewhere a link. You'll need to download the Discord app. That's a private platform. So you need to match an email with a face and a person, so we can make sure we keep it a safe space. In addition, there is the guide, Whole Living Foods in the Hood with Menus to Fit Your Budget. So I've been on this lifestyle, it's at least 12 years, if not more. I love it. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. It's the only thing that cleared up all of my acne and my face looking like pop rocks. And I don't want to diet. So I'm always looking for what I can sustain well into my hair is white. So I enjoy it. And there's so many possibilities for what you can do with the food, and also to carry your show on the road, whether you're single or with a family. So I put all the questions that people would ask me, along with different budgets and different shopping scenarios, inside of Whole Living Foods, that guide with menus to fit your budget. So hopefully that can shorten your learning curve. So in any event, yeah, are you wasting food? That's what I want to know. Are you wasting food? So let's say an example today. It's very, very hot here, so some things can turn. So the rabbits ate this because we do have bunnies here, and their manure goes in our garden. They like to eat the green leaves, so they're the perfect raw vegan pets and companions. I like to say pets, our animal friends, right? And so they ate this. So what can I do? I don't know that I can use this for anything. So these are going to go to compost. And this was down at the bottom of one of the bags. So this is no bueno anymore. That's going to be bitter. A lot of vegetables, when they get older, they get bitter and not sweet anymore. But if I do have vegetables that are still green, I will juice them or I will put them in a smoothie. So let me know what you do with your vegetable. Oh, by the way, here's my quickie style of the day. I'm all about the like less than 5-minute styles. I'm not lazy. I love luxury, but who's got time for that? I'm gonna go play in the garden. All right, so here's my quickie style of the day. When I used to get my hair hot combed and get my ears singed to the white meat with that scalding hot, dangerous hot comb. I remember this hairstyle. We used to get our hair straightened on Sunday, wash and straighten. And then we used to have rollers. I call it like a mushroom, but we would put the rollers in all around. So a lot of the styles that I wear as when I was loose natural, and my hair is very, very fine. And also as someone with locks, I'm not oiling. I'm not twisting. I'm not doing none of that. None of that. That's why I call this hair freedom. So I decided to use two really, really thin hair nets. Right? And my hair is brown, but these are still really fine. And all I did was take 4 sections and roll it on my finger and tuck it under. Today, yes, I'm wearing a ribbon. That's my little adornment for today. So I love this because it's really, really hot where I am. And I didn't have to do any work. And again, I'm not twisting at the root, nothing. My scalp feels fantastic. No dandruff. And I know folks say protective styling. I like to think this is restful styling, right? Because if I mess with my hairline, there will be no hairline. My eyebrows barely came back from tweezing them too much. So I'm like, let's just be easy and protect what we've got. So greetings, soulfully Royal Nita. Hey, how are you? What did you say today? You say you're looking cute. Thank you. I love vintage. I love me some vintage. So this is my little dress today. I like it. So I like being a girl. I like being a woman. I enjoy it very much. So Sophie says, I'm with you on Team Freedom here. Thank you. You know what? Every single time I try a style or tutorial, it never, ever comes out. And I'm not doing it anymore. It doesn't come out the same. Now, what I'll say, all the mistaken hairstyles that really complement having a frizzy scalp where I'm not doing gel. I refuse. I've thought about it numerous times. Over the years, but I'm resistant to buying more products and being a slave to products. I'm not doing anything I don't want to do. I'm not doing it. So I find that any kind of style that really embraces fluff, and my hair is very, very delicate, is for me, so that I can preserve my hairline. I'm even noticing I don't use a lot of shampoo because I don't really have any buildup because I'm not using products and no oil. So I noticed, if anything, every now and then a teeny bit of the lint will get caught at the very, very tip of my hair so that I can just lift it out. But for the most part, I've even cut some of my hair and opened it to see what it would look like. Actually, on the FLOWAH Hair Challenge video on this channel, you'll see I took some of my hair and I cut it to see what was in it. And amazingly, there's barely nothing in there, right? It's just hair because I don't have the oil. And when the last time I did olive oil, coconut oil, it felt great going on, but eventually it got very, very stiff. So yes, I'm with the team freedom. I got other things. I want to roll on the floor. I want to walk in the rain. I want to get invited to the waterfalls and say, yes, I'm coming right now. Yeah, so freedom. It's not laziness. It's just being real particular with the amount of time that I have. Once again, I rarely ever have lint because I'm not using products. And, this has been a journey. I've been natural for decades. I love my really short hairstyle. I love the flat twist, double strand twist, and also double strand twist flat to the scalp. Those are the styles I found that complemented fine hair. Cornrows, my scalp was exposed. My scalp would itch profusely, even if I spent $100 to get my hair done. So I'm just not here for fighting what's going to happen. It's too much energy, it's too much mental energy, and it's such a competition for my energy and my space. I got to protect my peace. So part of this styling is about peace. Even me wearing like simple dresses, I can just, when I'm finished with the garden, workout is done. Workout starts at 5 o'clock, done by 6. Take a few minutes shower, get my green water, and then go out inside of the yard and go into the garden. So I need to go from one task to the other and not be concerned about hair. I'm not anti-makeup. Maybe at some point I'll play with it. But for the most part, it's hot. I just don't know how people are doing it. I think I would go crazy if I had waterproof makeup on. So I'd have to have a special event or purpose. And even then, I'm resistant because as someone that has had a tremendous amount of acne and scarring, intuitively, I feel my skin needs to breathe in order to be healthy. And I felt uncomfortable at having so many dark spots on my face. Yet I felt like, okay, I just have to sit with myself because that's how my skin is going to clear. And it was a slow process, but to stop the detox process, that's what I had to do. Stop even all too much of the raw nuts. My liver was getting taxed and getting like the left and the right hook from eating too much fat and too much, at one point, processed health junk. And then even with raw foods, it is very possible to overstuff yourself with too many raw goodies because we take the same pizza, French fry, hamburger, ice cream, and cake mentality, and we just put a vegan or raw vegan label over it. And that can really make your system kind of sluggish. So let me know, what kind of foods, do you have food that is rotting down in the refrigerator? There is a video on this channel YouTube channel called How to Extend the Life of Your Produce. So you can check that out. You can see what I'm doing because I'm really about stretching my money, especially when it's organic. I remember sometimes years ago, organic unwaxed cucumbers. I remember spending almost $10 for 3 cucumbers. They were big cucumbers, but still $10 US. That's a lot of money, right? In addition to my time and energy that it took me to go travel there and then shop and so on. So I'm looking at all of my energy expenditure. I'm paying attention, right? Which is why I like to have down to kind of like a system of using up everything that I've purchased. Or sometimes you can find some things that are organic that are not as expensive. And if you're eating, let's say, for example, living foods or vegan, some people may not be familiar with working with the eggplant. So the other question today is, are there foods that you're not comfortable with preparing them, whether they're living? People say raw, I like to say living. So keeping them living, are you unfamiliar with how to prepare them or don't know how to prepare them or even cook? Some people are not familiar with eating eggplant. They may only be used to eggplant covered up in so much gooey cheese and sugary tomato sauce. So folks may not have an idea that I like to take each ingredient, each piece of produce, and see how many things I can do and how many recipes, use everything till I can't use anymore, and then what's left will go to the compost. So my goal, though, is to take every ingredient, see if I can get 10 things out of that ingredient. So this will go to compost. A couple of these in here I would juice. This is going to go to compost, right? So I can put some nutrition back in. Eggplant is one of those things. One time I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the eggplant. Now eggplant is a staple, right? And then these greens, I picked these earlier, and I got so busy I didn't get a chance to. I have chard in here. I have the sweet potato greens here. I didn't get a chance to use these, so I'll use these for dinner this evening. I don't want to eat too late, so I'm about to prepare something. So the coconuts here, when I'm using my coconuts, I have young coconuts, the water jelly coconuts, and these mature coconuts. I'll use everything even down to the shell. The shells I'll use sometimes to put soap in or to put jewelry in. I've used them for to hold candles. And I've also used the coconut shell actually in the garden. Once they're clean, I'll take my seeds, and so I can hold my seeds inside the coconut shell as I'm going to put them in the ground. So I really make the effort to get maximum use out of everything that's in my kitchen, right? Because again, you're shopping for it, you're lugging it home, you're paying a price by the pound. I don't want to get rid of anything. And even a lot of the coconuts, I will burn them, right? Because I mean, literally, we eat so much coconut, so much fruits and vegetables. We have like mountains of fruits and compost, and coconut shells. So the ones that my sister is a jewelry designer, she'll use some for jewelry. And then the rest of the coconut shells, I will burn them because their ash can be used as a nutrient back in the garden. Who knew? So, I invite you to consider, can you use every single piece, of your produce? I know folks realize banana peels, you can actually eat banana peels. There are actually several things you can do with the banana peels. They can go into the garden for compost. I can use them for vinegar. My rabbits will eat the banana peels. You can make a type of quote unquote bacon with banana peels. So my son is like, Mommy, people don't realize how much you can do with it. And it's true. There's so much. So if we can learn how to prepare meat and lasagna and Dunkin' Hines cake mix, we can just invest a little bit of time and effort into educating ourselves and how to prepare the fresh produce, because our cells can recognize it. Hey, greetings, Carolyn. Greetings, Sonia. How are you? Sending awesome, warm, positive vibrations. Yeah, so we're chatting about today is, are there things in your refrigerator that are going to waste? Don't feel shame. But the goal, especially now more than ever, is to be really particular about the energy you're putting out, your human resource energy. And also, once you start growing the garden, I encourage everyone to grow something. So if you're in Flower Fit community, so Sonia, I don't know if you're over there. I think I might have sent you an invite, but if not, I'll resend it to you, the invite. I do need to be able to recognize the person, fill out the application. And then also, if you're in Flower Fit community, ladies are sharing what they're doing in their garden. So that's really inspirational. One of our girls, Rose, she has quite a hand. Shout out to Rosewater. She has a beautiful hand in the garden. She's actually really creative with her businesses and her garden. And then also shout out to Dora. She's another one that has a nice green thumb. Everybody's growing something. So I love to come together around an activity. We got enough tea channels. I'm real simple over here. So if you're talking about fruits and vegetables, if you're talking about your personal movement practice in the garden, you got my attention. Otherwise, I got to do like Grandma Lou. I'm going to be like, see ya. Because there's so much work to be done inside of the garden. So check out the video, How to Extend the Life of Your Produce, so you can really manage your economics. Even if you're a young mother, or maybe a young woman, or maybe there's some young men that come to my channel and you have to manage your economics, right? So we don't want anything to go to waste. Sometimes even the stalks of your vegetables, they can go in crackers. I make something called Better Than Bread. So I'm using everything because there's a lot of nutrients in the stems, the roots, and the leaves of the plants. And again, you're paying by the pound, right? If you have any of your seeds this morning during the workout, so we meet 5 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Thursday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Harriet Squats. On Fridays, that is a community class. So that is donation-based. No one is turned away, right? But you need to make sure we can identify you. So reach out to me, look for the links, download the Discord app, and we got to be able to identify you. But that is in the effort for us to have positive accountability. Support and positive accountability works, right? Especially when it comes to your fitness, right? Knowing that other people are getting up just as early as you. And then there'll be some trade-offs, right? So you'll start to notice all the time wasting conversations. You're like, that could have been your workout. That could have been you prepping your fruits and your vegetables, right? You're up early. You get used to it after a while. You get to see the sunrise every day. Your workout is done, before 6 o'clock in the morning, and you're up early enough before your children or anyone else so you can make some really delicious, healthy food for yourself. So it's worth the trade-off. You can decide how you're spending your time, if it's an asset or liability. If it's an investment, are you getting back more for the time and attention that you're investing? For me, I like to look at, am I inspired to get into action around the things that I say I value? Then that's usually my litmus test if my time is well spent. So do check out How to Extend the Life of Your Produce. That video is on this channel. And I don't know if some of you that are new subscribers, there's a puppet series on this channel called Sister Butterfly and Sister Monkey Learn to Eat Better. So about 9 or 10 episodes. Check it out. All you people that say, I can't grow anything because it's cold, then check out Sister Butterfly and Sister Monkey. And there's some hard customers. There's some hard customers. Some of you may have some family members that's just not with it. They're not with it. You may be the only person on your job or in your family that's endeavoring to eat healthy. So the more, I can only share from my experience. The more you create support for yourself, that can go a long way to helping you get your mind right. You got to get the mind right to get the behind tight. You want to get your mind wrapped around really enjoying a healthy lifestyle. That can really shorten your learning curve. So anyway, these are the things I'm about to work with. These tater greens, this chard. I have a butter pear, and I have some eggplant. So that is also, I consider a skill and an art to work with whatever you have here. Currently, we're not using any oil. We're not using any oil. The oil is only going on my skin for massage, right? For stomach massage and breast massage. Talk about that in Flower Fit and on one of the videos on this channel. But right now, we're getting the fats from the whole food fats. Anything that's left over, all of these gorgeous, I must have like over 100 avocado seeds during avocado season, because when the season is gone, it's gone. But I can sprout all of these. So anything that I'm eating, I like to take all of these seeds and we're planting them to grow. So this is hint, hint. Even if you're single, if you have children, this is a great project to do with your children, right? The garden's kind of like another kind of reality TV, because there's a lot going on inside that garden. There's a whole lot going on. It's a whole little city over there. So I just wanted to stop in. Y'all let me know, are there any pieces of produce that you don't feel comfortable with preparing? Some people are not familiar with chard. Some people don't know how to flip different types of mushrooms or eggplant, or artichokes. You know, so there are a whole lot of things that you could be missing out on because they're just new foods that you're not familiar with. So if you want to get down for the crown, you're welcome to join us in the morning, 5 a.m. for the workout. Just bring yourself a towel, some water. If you have a fitness tracker or one of those fancy watches with a heart rate monitor, bring it so that you can start learning how to use a lot of these tools that you already invested your money in that can keep you safe. And these things go a long way to you getting results. There's no reason for us to be it's taking like 5 years to get something done. You can get done in 6 months to a year, just with some education and some efficiency and consistency. So I'm studying also warm, positive vibrations. I'm looking forward to hearing, one, are you wasting any kind of food? And what's your plan? What's your strategy now so that you won't waste the food? Whether you're doing cooked, high, raw, all living foods 100%, let me know in the comments. And number 2, are there any kinds of vegetables that you're interested in learning how to prepare? And I look forward to seeing you over in Flower Fit Coaching and Community. Again, you'll need to download the Discord app on your phone or on your device. I'm the Body-Culinary server on Discord, right? So if we can't identify you, I can't click and open, because that's like a whole box of trolleration, which is not really my energy. You can also find me. I'm Kwasa with a K, Peaceful Eating on TikTok, and I share on Body-Culinary on Instagram. And was it 2 days ago we went and I climbed this tree to get some ackee, because I love ackee. And some of these fruits they're rarity, only come once a year. Not many people are growing it here. So it was absolutely scrumptious and delicious. It was prepared live. You do have to know how to deal with ackee. If it is not fully ripe, you can be out of here. It can take you out of here. So you want to make sure your fruit is totally ripe. But I did post that video previous to this one, or maybe 2 videos. In the early morning, we posted our results from Flower Fit Workout. And right before that, there's the ackee video, so you can check that out. All right, y'all. Hope you have a great evening. Enjoy your evening meal so you can get it in, so we're not eating too late and feeling sluggish, so you can get a deep, peaceful rest. And hopefully I'll see you in the morning at 5 a.m. See you soon. Like, comment respectfully, and subscribe.